full on chasing us, bro.
Dark greetings, I am Lord Freakzilla, and this is Gothic Sagas. Here we explore deep into the shadows of reality, where the strange, the creepy, and the tragic collide. So hit that subscribe button, and together, let's venture into the darkness, where shadows dance and secrets lurk.
In September of 2025, a YouTuber known as 2Swag uploaded a video called Exploring the World's Largest Abandoned Mall on his channel 2Swag Productions. His channel mainly focuses on urban explorations, showcasing forgotten and decaying places across the world. In this video, 2Swag and a friend decided to explore an abandoned shopping center known as Forest Fair Mall in Cincinnati, Ohio. The mall had officially closed down in 2022 and was considered one of the largest abandoned malls in the United States. Since its closure, the property had been scheduled for demolition and was frequently patrolled by security. Despite that, the two were determined to explore what was left inside. They started off by circling the perimeter, looking for an open entry point. As they searched, they noticed a red truck parked outside the building. Assuming it was empty, they took their chances and began moving toward the entrance, until something made them stop cold.
Yo, there's security right there. They're parked outside, but they're actually inside. I'm pretty sure there's two of them. There's one right there, and then you can't see the other truck, but it's right there. So, I mean... Oh. Security's in his truck. So we're gonna leave for a little bit, and then we're gonna try again. I don't think, is he driving towards us?
No, he's sitting in there, but he definitely saw us, bro. Yeah, now he's driving.
Oh shit, he's coming to us. I don't want to encounter him because then he's gonna know what we look like. All right, if he comes towards us, we're running, bro. He can't see us. He can barely see us. Oh no, he coming. He coming. He coming. He coming. Yes. We gotta get out of here without being seen by him.
Unfortunately for them, that truck wasn't empty. A security guard was sitting inside. The moment he noticed them, the two bolted, sprinting back towards the parking lot as the guard exited the vehicle and began following. They escaped without being caught, but a few hours later, they returned, hoping the coast was finally clear. This time, luck was on their side. They slipped into the mall quietly and began exploring its dark, echoing corridors. For nearly 10 minutes, they crept through the empty structure, carefully filming their surroundings. Everything seemed calm until they reached the ground floor.
Don't go out the main area.
I'm not supposed to be here.
Okay.
Literally. How did y'all get in here?
We found an open door.
No, y'all did.
Yeah, we did.
Every door is literally boarded up.
We'll leave.
No. Every door is boarded up. How did y'all get in?
We'll leave.
We'll leave. Where the fuck do we go?
As they moved through the lower level, they came face to face with another security guard. Once again, they were forced to run. The guard shouted as they fled through the maze of hallways and broken storefronts before finally slipping out of the building. This second encounter made them rethink their timing. Getting caught twice in the same day was pushing it. They decided to lay low and not risk another confrontation, at least not for a while. But about a month later, they went back one more time, determined to document the entire place before it was gone for good. What they didn't know was that the third visit would be their most intense yet.
Like 5 minutes ago, a cop pulled up on us. So we're just trying to not have that happen again. But once we get into this parking lot, we're chill.
Do you see anyone down there?
Not that I can see. I'll get a closer look. I don't see anybody.
He said that on the lower level of here, that's where the goals is. That's where there's usually a security guard.
And you think you'll see us going up here? It'll take like 5 seconds. Just be as quiet about. Look, remember last time? We literally walked down there. We were invis to that guy back there.
We can try.
Okay, let's go up. Let's try it. Get down. He's right in the center. Yeah. That's one security guard we know of. Oh my god. You guys, this is so stressful, you don't even know. This is the furthest we got.
Not long after arriving, they noticed a police cruiser nearby and decided to wait until things quieted down. Once it seemed clear, they made their way inside and began navigating the upper sections of the mall. Down below, a security guard was patrolling the lower level. To avoid being seen, they ducked behind walls and slipped into side rooms, trying to stay out of sight. They could hear distant noises echoing through the building, but at first, they brushed it off as nothing unusual for such a massive, empty space. That changed when they realized they weren't alone.
$125 for each of these. Definitely not worth it.
Did somebody go in here? I think that's the door security leaves out of.
They're gonna get caught. That's crazy. What the hell? No, they were being loud as hell. No. Under them.
What is this?
I know. That's what I was trying to tell you. That's why I was saying don't go over it.
I didn't know we were over here.
Yeah. Did you get seen?
I don't think so.
As they turned a corner, they spotted another group of explorers moving through the mall. The other group was loud, talking, laughing, and shining bright flashlights across the hallways. Two Swag and his friends stayed hidden, knowing the noise would attract unwanted attention. For the next 10 minutes, they moved quietly through the opposite side of the building. Everything seemed fine until they reached the upper floor, and that's when they heard something that froze them in place.
It's an animal. There's no way people would do that.
You hear that? You hear people screaming. You hear them talking.
That's security.
There's no way. Stay in here. Should we investigate or stay in?
I don't feel like I should stay in it.
What is he saying? Can you hear it?
I don't know.
They ducked into a nearby room and listened. The voices grew louder. It was the security team moving closer. The explorers held their breath, trying to stay perfectly still as heavy footsteps echoed just outside the door. For several long minutes, they stayed hidden, debating whether to run or remain quiet. Eventually, they decided to make a move. They stepped out carefully, trying to find a new route to safety. But the moment they did, everything fell apart.
What's happening? I think it's multiple security guards, like chatting. We're leaving. We're leaving.
Hey. Yo, he's full on chasing us, bro. Hey.
Close. We're chill.
Why y'all running? You was in here before, weren't you?
No?
Nah, no.
Yeah, you was.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, you was.
We're willing to leave, man. We didn't do nothing.
Nah, you did. You broke in.
I didn't break in.
Yes, you did.
I'll show you the door.
No, you're not showing nothing. You broke in. I did not. Yes, you did. I promise you. It's criminal damage if you're in here. Goofy motherfucker. I've been security here for a year. You gotta be slow. Literally, you gotta be slow. Running ain't gonna get you nowhere.
Where do you go? Which way? Which way? That way. Wait. Oh, fuck.
Out of nowhere, security spotted them and immediately gave chase. The explorers ran through the dark halls as the guards shouted after them, closing in fast. The confrontation quickly turned heated. The guard yelled for them to stop, accusing them of breaking in, while they insisted they had only found an open door. In the chaos, they spotted another exit. Acting fast, they darted through it and managed to trap the guard inside a nearby room long enough to escape. Against all odds, they made it out without being caught or arrested. It could have easily gone much worse, but this time, luck was on their side. In November of 2021, a YouTuber named Chuck uploaded a video titled "Scary Encounter in an Abandoned Mall" to his channel Condition Orange. His channel focuses on urban exploration, where he often films forgotten buildings and empty structures across the United States. In this particular video, Chuck and two of his friends decided to explore an abandoned shopping mall located in New Orleans, Louisiana. The group started off walking around the outside of the property, searching for a way inside. Every door they found was locked, and even the ones that looked open just led to another sealed entry. Running out of options, they decided to check the lower parking level for another way in. That's when things took a strange turn.
There's a way in here.
Is it flooded?
I don't know where it goes, but there's a way in. It's not flooded bad, no. I don't know how far it goes though. Yeah, we gotta look. Just looking. Hello? It's the elevator shaft. We might be able to come in here.
Okay.
What was that?
Nothing. We didn't do anything. What was that?
Are you serious?
No, yes, we're serious. We didn't do nothing. I heard it too. What was that? I didn't do that.
I don't know, but it was loud.
That sounds awful.
That was like in the building.
Yeah. Might have been money up in there one time.
You heard that?
Yeah.
You heard that?
Yes, we keep hearing noises.
Sounds like a girl screaming.
Yep.
Yep, that's what we heard when we were in there. Let's get the out of here. I don't like this.
As soon as they heard the loud bang, Chuck and his friends froze. Then, a faint scream echoed from the upper level, sounding like a woman's voice. The noise made them suspect that someone might still be inside the mall. For several minutes, they debated whether to keep going or leave. but curiosity got the better of them. They decided to move toward the opposite side of the mall, hoping to find a safer entrance and investigate what they had heard. But as they were approaching the building, they came across someone unexpected.
I thought you were like, no, we didn't make it. I thought you were being sarcastic. It sounded like it was like maybe one floor up. Someone's here.
I heard something.
Yep, door's open to the main floor. How's it going?
Oh, hey,
Are we?
I'm Oscar. This is Chuck. We're just exploring, taking pictures of the old building. Yeah, nothing crazy.
Yeah, we heard some noises. We were downstairs and like freaked us the f out. What's up? Yeah.
Yeah.
We freaked the f out. I was like, what is that? We heard like a door screeching or something. So, and I cut myself on some rust. That was cool.
Who's that? Oh, that's your guy?
Thankfully, the person they ran into wasn't aggressive. The man seemed calm and friendly, so after a short exchange, the group continued on into the mall. For a while, everything seemed normal. They moved from one side of the mall to another, taking photos and filming as they went. Then, while exploring one of the upper rooms, they discovered something unsettling.
Yes, you're right. And what's so fun? That isn't. So somebody just built that.
MREs, they're still unopened, part of it.
Please, you sit here, eat your dinner, and get high.
It's a nice bed.
I don't know, man. You're on your own on that one.
I mean,
It's pretty comfy, actually.
you wanna take a nap?
This is insane. This is what I think.
This is wild.
It's got egos and.
There was more than one person. Absolutely. Had to be.
Yeah, it goes all the way up.
I mean, that's a big piece of galvanized steel, looks like.
Yeah.
It's been turned.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Sorry. Well, the needles are uncovered. Be careful around this table. Watch where you step and stuff. Heroin. Look at this. 100 milligrams of what?
G4910.
G4910. Yeah, it's a joint.
Oh, it's to treat panic disorder.
So it's an anxiety medication.
Anxiety medication.
So it might be.
Huh. Look at that level.
All them needles.
Yeah, be careful where you step.
When they entered one of the rooms, they found signs that someone had been living there recently. Makeshift beds, food supplies, and medical items scattered across the floor. But what really caught their attention was a table covered in syringes and prescription bottles. It was clear someone had been using the room for drug use. The explorers immediately realized how dangerous that situation could be. If whoever was living there came back and found them, it could end badly. So they decided it was time to leave. But as they started heading toward the stairs, they noticed a figure nearby watching them.
How's it going? Oh, you're back. With the shirt on this time. You got pants on too. He looks similar. Unless that was his brother. I don't know. Because the other guy in the truck looked similar. They might be twins. How's it going? Damn, you paint, dude? What you painting?
Oh, that's new.
That's awesome, though. So you guys put these here to like just slow people down, or?
I keep the dog.
Oh, okay, dog.
That makes sense.
Where's the barking?
Alright, man. Talk to you later.
Thanks for not being crazy.
Alright. So now we know why those things are there.
Yeah.
Let us into his house to record.
Yeah.
Like for real, he was like, just make sure you right here. He was just like, make sure you close the door behind you. I was like, yes, sir.
Whatever you say. Wait a minute.
To their surprise, the man wasn't threatening at all. He was calm, polite, and appeared sober. He told them he was just painting inside and keeping an eye on his dog. The explorers thanked him and quickly made their way out. As for the drugs and paraphernalia they found earlier, it likely belonged to someone else who wasn't there at the time. In the end, they left the building without incident. Chuck and his friends were lucky that both encounters inside that mall turned out the way they did. If either of those individuals had been unstable or hostile, the outcome would have been much worse. In June of 2025, a YouTuber named Luke uploaded a video titled "I Explored an Abandoned Prison" to his channel Luke Explores. His channel is dedicated to urban exploration, where he documents forgotten, decaying places across North America. In this particular video, Luke and one of his friends decided to explore an abandoned correctional facility known as SCI Greensburg, located in Hempfield Township, Pennsylvania. They arrived early in the morning, hoping to move through the structure undisturbed. For the first several hours, their exploration went smoothly. They made their way through long empty corridors, collapsed offices, and crumbling cells, documenting the eerie silence of the once bustling prison. But as they began exploring the upper levels, something strange broke that silence.
What are they drilling? There isn't even any cars out there. I'm gonna go around the corner and see if I can get a closer look. So I'm really perplexed as to what's going on because I can't see anything. So that's why we're gonna just keep filming and hope eventually we see something, because this is like really confusing. No. So the weird thing is they are drilling. Whatever they're drilling or cutting, it is coming directly down the middle of this well right here. Like it is like in line with the door. But there is not a unless there's a car that's literally parked right out front. There's nothing there. It's like the weirdest thing, and it sounds like they're drilling underground. I'm gonna go around the corner and see if I can get a closer look. There's no cars out there at all. I'm so confused. Like it sounds like they're right below us.
The explorers stopped and listened. A metallic grinding sound echoed through the halls, like someone operating heavy machinery directly beneath them. The sound of drilling seemed to vibrate through the concrete. Puzzled, they searched for the source, moving room to room. But despite checking every floor and hallway, there was no one there. No vehicles outside, no sign of life. They began to suspect that a scrapper might be inside, possibly someone cutting metal in the lower levels of the building. That thought was concerning, because scrappers can be dangerous, sometimes armed, and unlikely to welcome strangers in their space. Still, curiosity got the better of them, and they decided to investigate further.
Alright, so we're gonna go downstairs really quick, because that's where it sounds like the drilling is coming from, and it smells like oil. So I kind of want to run down there and just see if I see anything. Should I run down there real quick? Okay, so literally directly
on this side of it underneath us. It's like the sound is like carrying it. There is basically, like literally like right here, like an underground pathway that is somewhat lit up that goes like here to here. So they might be doing something like underground or something. I don't know. That might be why they don't have cars here. And that might be why we can't figure out where they are. So I think we should keep going. Oddly enough. What the hell?
As they reached the lower floors, the noise suddenly grew louder and then stopped. The hall fell silent. That's when the realization hit. If someone was really working or scavenging inside, they might not be alone. Not wanting to risk an encounter, Luke and his friend decided to quietly retreat back upstairs, hoping to stay unnoticed. For a short while, things seemed calm again. They continued exploring, even climbing up to the roof to see if they could spot any vehicles or people nearby. But from above, the lot was empty. Nothing moved. They decided to head back down to finish the video, unaware that their calm was about to end.
That's pretty cool. What the heck? Oh my goodness gracious. Here's us thinking that this would be the best day to do this.
Okay guys, this is where we're at right now. We have to be so quiet because we were walking down one of the main hallways and we thought we were getting further away from them. But all of a sudden I looked for Kari because I heard someone coming up the stairs and I saw the shadow coming up the stairs of a person. And then I looked and she was right next to me. And then I heard the grunting and we just started running, like tiptoe running. And he literally walked like on the outside of it. So we're not sure if like he just came up and walked out because we heard a truck drive away. Before we either get out of here or keep going, we need to go get eyes on whatever is here. If there's multiple cars here and they're still here, I don't think it's gonna make sense for us to stick around a lot longer. So we're just gonna hope. We're gonna hope that they're actually gone. So we're gonna give it one more minute and then I'm gonna turn the camera back on and we're gonna get going. So let's explore. You ready? Alright, there's no one out there. Do we want to wait another minute or do we want to just send it and see if we can see anyone out there? I think let's wait 2 more minutes to play safe and then we'll go see. Oh.
At that point, it became clear someone else was definitely inside the prison. But it wasn't a scrapper. Luke soon realized that the noises they had heard earlier weren't from scavengers, but from workers who are actively demolishing sections of the building. And where there are workers, there's usually security. If they were caught, they wouldn't just be asked to leave. They could be arrested for trespassing. Luke and his friend had to decide quickly whether to risk it or stay hidden.
Literally, he came up that staircase on the right hand side. You can see it. Kari, you know that's the front, right? Yes. Okay, I didn't realize that. That's why he walked out this way. Alright guys, at this point we're probably going to go ahead and try to get out of here. For the third time in like 20 minutes, we were about 5 seconds away from getting caught red-handed because the workers are using the main hallways here. So every time we keep going up the hallway, literally one of them keeps coming up the stairs.
Yeah, no, this is where they were, but they obviously weren't doing any cutting in here.
Please, the truck.
For several tense minutes, the explorers hid inside one of the rooms waiting for a chance to escape. Every time they tried to move, they heard footsteps or saw shadows passing nearby. At one point, they spotted a pickup truck outside, a security guard, parked directly in front of the exit. They were trapped. With no safe way out, Luke and his friends stayed hidden, barely whispering, waiting for the workers and guards to leave. For nearly 3 hours, they remained in silence, listening to the footsteps echo through the prison corridors. Then, finally, quiet. When the last sounds faded, they made their move, creeping down the hall, through the lower level, and out a side door. They escaped without being seen. Luke later said it was the most nerve-wracking exploration he had ever done, and that he had no intention of returning. The SCI Greensburg prison remains sealed to this day, a decaying relic of concrete and echoes, and perhaps a reminder that some places are best left abandoned.
And that wraps up this episode. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe so we can keep bringing you more creepy, bizarre, and haunting tales. Check out the links below to dive deeper. And if you have your own creepy encounter, tell us in the comments. We might feature it in a future video. Until next time, sleep tight.